Well, hello again. I know you've missed hearing my voice since yesterday. All right, so anyway, today we're going to talk about what's called the Rule of 70. And the purpose of the Rule of 70 is to help us quickly calculate the doubling time. Or, if we know the doubling time, we can reverse and kind of find the growth rate as well. So again, it's kind of a simpler formula than one we used earlier in the week. It's not perfect, but it works really, really well and is accurate about 99% of the time. So it says the rule of 70 is used to approximate doubling time if we know the growth rate. So again, it's not perfect, but it's really, really close. All right, so the formula is simple. All you do is to find the doubling time, you take 70 and divide it by the growth rate as a percent. A little star there says do not convert the percent to a decimal. If it says 8.5%, use 8.5. Don't convert it. So, again, a little bit different than the ones we've been doing. We've been converting all of our percents to decimals. But again, the whole idea of this formula is to simplify the process and make it faster. So, again, not perfect. That's why we got the word approximate in the definition there. All right, so let's look at an example. It says, given a 2,000 world population growth rate, I left out a word there. There should be the word growth rate in there, of 1.25%, how long would it take the world's population to double? So again, we're going to use this formula. Doubling time equals 70 divided by the growth rate. All right, so since we're looking for doubling time, that's the piece we're missing, doubling time. And we do know the growth rate of 1.25%. And again, don't convert it. Leave it at 1.25. So if I take 70 and divide by 1.25, I will get a doubling time of 56. Now, since the problem is in words, our answer should also have words. 56 what? 56 people, 56%. How long would it take the world's population to double? We'd be measuring this in years. So it'll take 56 years to double, which is a little concerning, isn't it? Wouldn't that be a little scary if 56 years from now that there were twice as many people on Earth as there are now? I mean, think about how we're running out of food and water and things like that now. How would that be if we had twice as many people? So this is going to be actually a topic we cover over the next few days. It's looking at actual world population growth and some of the things that we deal with that. So again, it'll be hopefully interesting the next couple of days to talk about some of that stuff. All right, so try another one. If the doubling time of mold growth is at 36 hours, what's the growth rate? So again, we're going to use that same formula, except this time we're not going to be finding the doubling time. We're going to use it to find how fast something is growing, since we know how long it took to double. So let's fill in the information that we have. We know the doubling time, 36 hours. What we don't know, is the rate. I incorrectly wrote that as a T earlier. We don't know the rate. So we need to solve this for R, and this goes back to algebra. First off, I'd have to get the R out of the denominator there, so I will times by R on both sides. All right, now I know it isn't written very cleanly here. Let me rewrite that as 70 over R, and maybe you'll now see that this blue R will end up in the numerator and cancel out with that red R from the denominator. On the left, you're just going to get 36 times R. On the right, you're just left with 70. And now divide both sides by 36, and that'll give us our R. Let's do that. 70 divided by 36, and we got 1.94. So that's our growth rate. It is already in percent form. Remember, we don't have to switch that decimal on this one. That R is a percent, not a decimal. So there's your answer. Oh, didn't leave any words there, so let's go back and let's finish that. Let's answer it correctly. It says, what is the growth rate? You would say that the growth rate is 1.94%. All right, so the math is pretty simple here. Really kind of the introduction to our last topic for the chapter of population growth. So again, kind of just the beginning stages of a 3-day lesson on population growth. So we'll continue this over the next few days. All right, let me know if you need any help today. Good luck.